Welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to go over conditional formatting, just go over some of the basics and kind of show you a general way to mess around with it, get certain things done, overall just make your data easier to read, can help you track things, make it a lot more visualized. So I did go over a short 30-second video on how to do scales. So scales, you just pick data bars, it will do the highest values are the largest bars. Same with color scales. Darkest are the highest values. White and light are the lowest values. But let's go over icons. So you can either select icons, and it already has a preset range. So I'll show you. So the new rule, you could do cells based on their values. We'll do icons. So it's between anything that is 67 and above will be green. Between 66 and 33 will be yellow, and then when it's less than 33 will be red. So if you click OK, that'll show up. To edit this, so we can go to conditional formatting, manage roles. So you can do current selection, but also entire worksheet, because you can add as many conditional formats to one column that you want. If you want to edit it, click edit role. So say we want anything that's from 50 to 25. Anything that's equal to or greater than 50 will be green. Less than 50 will be yellow, and then less than 25 will be red. Click OK to have the role. And you could do the same thing for a color scheme. So we could do a 3-color scale. So it'd be 50 in lowest value. But you could do a percent. So we could do value of 25, 50 in highest. So let's hit Control Z to undo that. And if we go to manage roles, it is no longer there since we undid it. So let's delete this role. You can also use text. So highlight this, conditional formatting, new rule. So you can do format that cells contain. So instead of a value, we're going to want specific text containing, and you just type in the value that will appear in there. So in this case, yes or no. We can format, just do a green, okay. And so in the same range, we can add another rule for the values of no. So cells that contain specific text, no, and format will do an orange, red, okay. And so there's our conditional formatting. Some other options on here, so let's just clear the rows. You can either do the selected cells, so if you highlight this, we could do that, or just entire sheet. Another quick way, just like the icons, if you just would rather use these icons or the color scales or the data bars, you could just do less than a certain amount is highlighted, certain, like greater than will be certain color, between, equal to, so we could do equal to 55%. We'll do 100%. You have to write exactly what's in there. Yeah, fill with dark red text and light filled, but we'll do green fill with green text. So you can mess around with that if you just want a specific number or value to be a certain color or format. You could do duplicate values, so you know which ones are duplicate. So that automatically just finds every duplicate value, which is nice to visualize. Could do the top 10%. We could do green. So that will override the previous rule and highlight these. Green for the top 10. This will be the top 10% out of all of these. So those would be the ones that equal 10% of all the values. So if we go to manage roles, we can change the order of them. So if we want this to be at the top, that will override the various roles. So that's important, the hierarchy of how they override one another. Another quick thing is, so you can use formatting for dates. So if you go to new role, so this is also another thing that you can do to like do the top or bottom percentage ranked. You can mess with that. So if you want top 50%, you can format a certain way, above or below a certain amount, or the average. So if you want above the average, below the average, equal or above, standard deviations. So you can do only unique values or duplicate values. So if you want only unique values in this range, you'd be able to use a format to determine which cells, or a formula. So you can write your own formula in here to say like if this is equal to, let's say, 25%, or you could do like an if formula, and you can mess around with that. That will be useful in certain situations, not in this case. You can click cells that only contain, you could do dates occurring. So this won't be useful for this data because it's not within a month, but you could either do next month, this month, last month, next week, this week, all these options. Um, so if you wanted to know ones that are happening tomorrow, like if you had a large data set with a bunch of different dates and certain deadlines that need to be met, you could choose any of these and set a format to, highlight them just so you are aware of them. And that's all I'm going to go over in this video. Please like, subscribe, comment. If you want to see anything else containing conditional formatting that you didn't see here, or if you have any questions, please reach out. I'll make a video on it. Appreciate you watching.